We bet you've completely forgotten about these famous guest appearances. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 actors you forgot were on Sex and the City.
I mean, what else can you possibly do in this heat?
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at actors and actresses who had small roles on the show, but who are far better known for their other work. To avoid excluding any great guest appearances, musicians will be included as well.
She was rather rude.
Number 10. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Better known for fighting the forces of darkness in Sunnydale, this actress made a brief and funny cameo in the world of Carrie and the Gang.
You've had your heart broken. I've had my heart broken. And if I have, that means other girls have. And if other girls have, that means big opening weekend.
Her appearance takes place when Carrie flies to LA to talk with producers about making her column into a movie. Sarah Michelle Gellar plays a junior development executive named Debbie, whose unexpectedly unbridled enthusiasm for Carrie's column throws her off her game. If you're used to her as Buffy the Vampire Slayer, seeing her in this role can be pretty jarring, albeit very entertaining.
You are such a loser. You're a loser. You are.
Number 9. Jon Bon Jovi.
What'd she give you, a cake or something?
Really big bill.
Although not known for his acting career, singer-songwriter, and let's be honest, total dreamboat, Jon Bon Jovi actually has a handful of credits to his name, including a one-episode stint on this show, in which he played a troubled man named Seth. Carrie meets him in her therapist's office, and the two date briefly.
I like you.
I like you too.
Turns out Seth's issue is that he becomes disinterested in women after sleeping with them. Admittedly not the best place to pick up guys, but to be fair, no one could have seen that particular curveball coming.
I'm really up about women. After I sleep with them, I completely lose interest.
Number 8. John Slattery.
Have dinner with me. Would it help if I took my shirt off?
No matter how many roles this actor has gone on to play, Sex and the City fans will always think of golden showers first. In his 2-episode stint, John Slattery made a lasting impression as Bill Kelly, an up-and-coming politician running for the city treasurer position.
Do I get your vote?
At first, Carrie loves playing the role of political partner, coordinating her outfits to match her newly minted position. But when Bill lets Carrie in on one of his sexual fantasies, she just can't get into it. She offers compromises, and he responds by sharing his concerns about him dating a quote-unquote sex columnist.
I may write about sex, but you like people to pee on you.
Yeah, but nobody knows about that.
Slattery's turn as Kelly might be memorable, but Carrie's revenge was unforgettable. Number 7. Vince Vaughn.
Please tell me that you have another one of those.
Another entry on the list of mistakes Carrie has made, Keith Travers is a charming guy that she meets while in LA. Played by funny man Vince Vaughn, he claims to be Matt Damon's agent and appears to have all the necessary connections.
I'm Keith Travers, representing Matt Damon.
He brings her to visit a home he claims to be considering purchasing, and eventually they end up in bed together. Carrie Fisher also makes a memorable appearance in this episode, playing herself infuriated after coming home to find her house sitter shacking up in her place.
Have you guys been smoking in here?
Funnily enough, it wasn't the last time Vaughn would play a character crashing where he shouldn't. Number 6. Alan Cumming.
What's up, love?
Actor Alan Cumming has since tackled many film and television roles, and made a name for himself as a celebrated stage actor.
Orlando, she looks fabulous.
Admittedly though, if you were a 90s girl, you most likely remember Cumming as the tenacious filmmaker following the girls around in Spice World. However, in this classic Sex and the City episode, Carrie achieves one of her fashion dreams when she's asked to walk in a runway show wearing Dolce & Gabbana. Cumming plays O, a stylist who comically directs Carrie on how to walk in her dress.
Oh, me like it.
Though his performance is funny, you'd be forgiven for forgetting it, as it gets somewhat overshadowed by one of the show's most hilarious moments.
Oh my God, she's fashion roadkill.
Number 5. Justin Theroux.
You should write about me sometime. My life is so up right now.
You'd have to be a pretty serious fan to know that this actor has actually appeared as 2 different characters on Sex and the City. Hubby to Jennifer Aniston, Justin Theroux is known for his comedic roles in films like Wanderlust and his more dramatic work in The Leftovers.
I don't want to kill myself.
In the late 90s, he appeared in both Season 1 and Season 2 of Sex and the City, but not in the same role. First, he played Jared, a friend of Stanford's who talks to Carrie at a party. His more memorable role, however, was that of Vaughn, a short-term boyfriend of Carrie's with some longevity problems, but a lovable family.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Number 4, Elizabeth Banks. Before reaching international fame in blockbusters like The Hunger Games and The Lego Movie, Elizabeth Banks made an appearance so brief on this show that most people could have missed it. Her character, Catherine, is only on screen for approximately 10 seconds.
Hi.
All we know about her is that she's the wife of a man that Charlotte has been flirting with.
One of my girlfriends threw a party where all the women were asked to bring a man they weren't interested in. Somebody brought Bob.
That being said, as one of her first roles ever, she certainly could have done worse than an appearance on one of TV's most popular shows of the time. Number 3, Bradley Cooper.
You need a light?
From a one-episode stint as a somewhat sleazy character on Sex and the City to a multi-Academy Award nominee, Bradley Cooper has come a long way since this episode aired in 1999. Cooper plays Jake, a guy who Carrie meets when she's feeling particularly vulnerable after being featured on the Single and Fabulous magazine cover. She's considering hooking up with him to make herself feel better. But when he runs up to her holding the offending magazine, she hops out of the car and he's never to be seen again. Fun fact, this is Cooper's first TV appearance and first major acting credit.
How did I do? I think I did pretty well.
Yeah, she said you were cool, basically.
Number 2, Will Arnett. Will Arnett has gone on to become a household name since playing this rather unfortunate role. While many on this list have been Carrie's mistakes, this one is all Miranda's. Arnett plays Jack, a guy who doesn't want to have sex unless it's somewhere he can potentially get caught.
Take off your panties.
What?
At first, Miranda is charmed by the spontaneity of it all, but then things take a turn for the worse.
Someone might come by. We could get caught.
I know.
Exhibitionism is one thing. Getting turned on by your parents walking in on you mid-coitus is something else entirely. Of course, Arnett sells the scene as only he could. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
There's my girl. I got my pipes all warmed up to sing.
You're definitely the sanest person here.
Well, thank you. That's kind of like being the best house on a bad block. People would advise you against buying it.
Number 1, Matthew McConaughey.
That's bullshit, Gary, you know it?
Back in the early 2000s, this A-lister opted for lighthearted rom-coms rather than Oscar-nominated films.
Yeah, let's take that moment. Mary?
When Matthew McConaughey appeared on this show, however, he played an extreme version of himself.
You know what else? I really want to you, baby.
He meets with Carrie about optioning her column for a big screen movie, and his performance as a crazed actor-producer was convincing enough to scare Carrie off, making for pretty good TV along the way.
My only question, really, is what the is Carrie's problem?
The real Matthew McConaughey has since played countless incredible roles, but in the world of Sex and the City, we're relieved he never got to play Mr. Big the way he envisioned it.
I'm big, okay? You be Carrie.
I am Carrie.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.